Thank you, Larry. Nice to see everybody here. It's always good to have family and friends of our grads, the support that you show. We appreciate that very much. As is our tradition, we always like to have honored guest speaker, and we usually call on one of our best instructors to address the class and talk a little bit about the industry, talk a little bit about what you guys need to do as graduates at this time. So it's a pleasure to have one of our stellar instructors with us today, currently working at Dial Global Radio and has been up and down the dial all over the place, and a great talent, great instructor, Mr. Jim Hudson.
It's like an episode of Jerry Springer in here. It's going to start throwing chairs any minute. Wow. Here we are, graduation day, 9.5 months ago. Remember, I had you guys for the very first introduction to radio class. 9.5 months of having the whole class looking back at me like, we have no idea what you're talking about. 9.5 months later, boy, has that changed. So we're in graduation day. What a difference, you guys have all come such a long way in 9 months of what you've done. But this is just the starting point for you guys. Every one of you. This is where the 9 months of work, you turn that into real life, real world experience, because you no longer are going to be broadcasting students, you're going to be broadcasting professionals from this point on, no matter what you do, okay? Whether it be radio, whether it be television, whether it be a mixture of the two, something in between, we don't know. But that's what the cool part about this business is right now, and every one of you has a chance to become an innovator in this business. Stay on top of the cutting edge of what's going on in this business. Remember when we talked about, when I was a kid, the transistor radio was the big thing? This is your new transistor radio. The new media is going to be the new spot for you guys to make your mark, okay? There's going to be AM, there's going to be FM, there's going to be TV, and then there's that big gray area that's in between. And that's all the stuff you're going to be able to do on the web, all the stuff you're going to be doing for applications for this. So stay on top of these things. It's one of the biggest things you can do to help yourself out. So stay on the cutting edge of that, okay? You guys could be the next one to come up with the next big thing, the next big innovation in this business. And that's what's going to be cool to watch. 20 years from now, I'm going to be hearing about one of these students that are going to be coming up with a new idea that's going to revolutionize the business. What's cool about that is, I'm going to sit there and go, yep, I instructed them. That was a student of mine. And that's cool. All right? Part of this is you've come here because in this business. Keep that desire, keep that passion in you, okay? You've already, we taught you the technical skills. That's something that you picked up while you were in here. You will have talent. That's naturally God-given to you. We helped you cultivate and bring that out. Keep working on that. But the third part of that is that passion. You guys got that still? You're not talking to me. You got the passion? All right, it's more like it. So if you got it, keep it, all right? That passion is going to make this business all the more enjoyable for you. It's Mark Twain that said, if you do what you enjoy, you never work a day in your life. Great. If you enjoy it, keep following it, okay? This is your work. You have a guarantee from me as far as being an instructor with you guys. I'll be a mentor to you. As long as you give me an honest run on your end, I will help you no matter what, all right? Give me a holler. Most of you have my business card. If you don't, I'll get one to you, okay? So if you need any help whatsoever, please contact us. Any of us here on the staff, that's why we're here, to help you guys out and help you in the business, okay? It's been an absolute privilege to be an instructor for you guys. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Jim. Thanks for all your hard work with these guys. Next on our program, and we keep it kind of informal here at OCB. We're not a long, drawn-out, valedictorian type of graduation that, quite frankly, bores people to death. We can move right along. And the next person that we have to address the class is the person that you guys need to be real close with. From this point on, you can forget about me, and you probably already have done that. And that's okay, I accept that. But don't forget about Mark Lilly. He's the one that will help you in assisting you in finding that first job, and even after that, helping you in the business. So our placement director, please make welcome Mr. Mark Lilly.
Thank you, Terry. Is that good, George? I'm standing on my toes right now. Yeah, we need to be close, but I will respect personal space, you guys, definitely. Congratulations! It's been an honor, especially the last I'd say month or so that I've been working with you guys, working on demos and interview technique and all the things that come together at the end of the curriculum here at OCB. It's been a pleasure. There's some incredible talent among this group of graduates today. You guys are all going to do big things in this industry. There's no question in my mind about that. No big mystery formula to how the placement process works at the Ohio Center for Broadcasting. Basically, we talked to you guys about networking from day one, and I want that networking to continue from this point forward. Everyone that you come in contact, as with your internships and your instructors and guest speakers and so forth here at the Ohio Center for Broadcasting, as you step forward into the job search, make those contacts and that networking, make that really come together as a good tool for you. Everyone that you meet from this point forward, as through the curriculum, is going to be someone that you really want to have on your side through your entire career. And as far as placement goes, you have a full year assistance if you have not landed that first position yet. Now, for some of you, it's going to happen quicker than later. For some of you already working in the industry, I want you to look at the placement department and myself as, again, as a resource for your entire career. You guys all will have, if we haven't set you up already, we'll have access to the funjobsonair.com website, which basically is a resource that you'll have your entire career. That is something that will never go away. So I want you to fully utilize the resources. Everyone that you come in contact with from this point forward that you make a good relationship with professionally. Remember, that first program director that you contact, in the next week or so that maybe doesn't hire you on, or that news director that doesn't hire you on at this point in time, that individual very well could make a recommendation to a colleague or actually hire you at a later point. Every relationship that you make from this point forward is very, very important. So stay in contact with me. Let's if we haven't had a post-grad meeting, and I think only a couple of you I would like each one of you to set up an appointment with me either later this week or early next week at the latest, and let's get a strategy put together for your job search from this point forward. It'll be a pleasure to work with you guys. I know we're going to get you to work sooner than later from most of you. Very talented group of people, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. We have another guest speaker for you today, and this lady epitomizes what it means to be a professional in this industry and somebody that's been doing it for many years. One of our favorite new instructors, relatively new instructors I asked to join the group. Just a little bit about Nia Bender. She's been on the air here in Denver for quite some time. You probably hear her on KNUS mostly now. She also does the Nancy Grace Show. If you're flipping through the channels and you see a representative from Denver, Colorado, that's Nia Bender. She works for the Nancy Grace Show as well. And Nia is one of those professionals that, quite frankly, I'm jealous of, because she has energy that I don't know where she gets it, but she does. She gets up at the crack of dawn, produces a newscast, and is really taking a lot of our students under her wing as far as a mentor, and really helped a lot of students. So I wanted a special guest for you as well today, and that is one of our new stellar instructors here, Ms. Nia Bender.
Well, I'm flattered to death and I'm rather embarrassed. Thank you. Well, I started about 28 years ago, to be exact, and I got to deal with reel-to-reels and razor blades and 4-track carts that you had to fix on a regular basis. And thanks to OCB, when you guys start out, you don't have to worry about reel-to-reels and razor blades. You guys have had the opportunity to be hands-on with a lot of really good equipment. And it's very easy when you get out of school sometimes to take a breath. Don't take a breath. Immediately jump out there and get a job. That means get on the phones, and some of you already have employment, and you're already attacking the world, and that's going to be the key here is don't take much of a break. Jump right on this. I don't care how many phone calls you make, because sometimes it takes more of a one or two. Don't forget to be persistent, because it's really, really vital. It's a wonderful industry, and I've had a chance to work with you guys a little bit, not as long as some of the other classes that I'm tied into, but you guys have a great class, and you all have talent. And so basically, I want you to go out and attack the world. And remember, be persistent, have drive, because if you're not hungry, the guy next to you will be in this business. So make sure you don't lose your drive. Drive is key to this. And I guess the only other thing that I was going to say is, eat your vegetables and behave.
Thank you, Nia. Try to keep it short next time. No. She's a great lady. I like her a lot. Usually the education director has some words for the class, but I'm going to wait to talk about you guys individually. And you guys, I know you hear this and you think, yeah, you say this to all the classes, but 12-1 really is a stellar group of individuals. There's no doubt about it, and I will tell other classes. You guys know that you've kind of set the bar for other classes. I think you've won class of the month several times. So it's not just making it up. You guys are a special group of people, and I wish we could clone you and keep you around here, because it's been a pleasure to work with you. I don't really have a whole lot to say. I'm going to use and embarrass him just real quickly here, our camera guy in the back. The tall guy who, it's very few people that I look up to physically, but I have to look up to George. George is a product of the school. And pardon me, George, but George is really defines what we try to do here. George started and graduated with, when did you graduate, George? How many months ago? Okay. Okay. George came here, worked hard, was here present for every single class period, had the perfect attendance award, worked overnights at a job, lived on, I think, 30 minutes of sleep for about 9 straight months, but had the passion, the drive, the determination. Secured an internship probably later than a lot of people, but George always said, once I get it, don't worry, I'll get my hours in, and he did. He hit the 300 mark and beyond, and has just been offered and accepted a position. He's leaving Friday for a morning drive at a radio station in Montana. So that's kind of the success story. You work hard, you show up, and rewards are coming your way. So morning drive in Baker, Montana at a country station, voice tracking for a classic rock station, and he's going to go through the roof. So good job. Good job. Yeah, and that's another point that Larry just mentioned to me, and this is the epitome of a professional, a passionate professional. George didn't ask about the salary or anything. He wants his foot in the door, and that opportunity presented itself. So good job, George. I apologize for embarrassing you if I've done that, but I really can't say it better than that example. And this class has those type of individuals, and we're going to put you in the same position that George and several of our other recent grads are in now. Mark has had several really nice placements over the last week, and we could go on and on about our successful students. They are on the wall here, and that's just a small part of the success that we've had over the years, not only here in Denver, but campus-wide as well. So 12-1 is our latest. You guys are, to use a phrase loosely, rock stars. We use that a lot and maybe loosely at times, but you guys really are a special group of people. And as you're so special, I actually wore a tie today. I know Carrie Ann didn't want me showing my Tom Selleck look, so that was one of the inside jokes of this class. But each and every one of you are special in a different way. And by the way, Carrie Ann has got a new broadcaster with her that's going to be born in a couple of months. So we can't wait for that as well. So we've got mothers, business owners, we've got all sorts of different backgrounds in this class, and everybody is really a great person. You wanted to say something, Carrie Ann?
I wanted to say that one morning Mia gave me Tums when I had a really bad morning sickness, so
Yeah, thank you, Carrie Ann. And thank you. I'll come to you for my Tums later. Excellent. And there's a rock star because with child still shows up to class. So excellent job, Carrie Ann. Yeah, that's good. See Jose in financial aid. Okay. At this time, what I'd like to do is call upon Mark Lilly to help me dispense the graduate certificates. These are accredited through our accrediting firm under the guidance of the Department of Education and the state of Colorado. So all of these people that have completed all the assignments and internship hours are certified under the state of Colorado to start their career in this wonderful business of broadcasting. So we'd ask that all the graduates come over here and walk down the receiving line here, starting with Jim Hudson. Make your way to the left over at Nia Bender and pick up your certificate. And then we have some special awards afterwards. So if you want to take photos, family and friends, either side of the aisles here or in the middle, George wants us over here. Okay. All right, our first graduate, a powerhouse, and we appreciate his work with the school, is Earl Bickle. Good job, good job. Nice going, Earl. This guy's one of our favorites, too, Cedric Bonner. Nice going, Ced. Excellent. Trent Bowman. Good job, Trent. Excellent. You can see by some of the people in this class, we should have had a basketball team on 12-1. That's right, taking on the Nuggets. This is another special lady, just right from the start, performed well in a project that we did with the BBC that she helped out with, and she was just a star there and continues to be a star. Nova Carlton. Nice going, Nova. Another hard worker. We love this guy, Dante Christian. Excellent job, Dante. Nice work, Dante. Aaron Collier. Nice going, Aaron. This guy should get an award for his personality. He's a very decent guy and a hard worker, pulling it out at the end. Justin Curry Phillips. Justin, thanks.
And he has the best reggae collection of anybody at the school.
That's right. Barbara Dittert. Thanks, Barbara.
Everybody's going down hugging Aunt Diaz.
Another one of our special friends, Brandon Duncan. Nice going, Brandon. She's a sweetheart, Julie Genovese. And I'm not going to let you go. Good job, Julie. And isn't that a beautiful outfit? Yeah. Jed Lambrick. Good job, Jed. Special kudos to Jed, by the way. We always want to make mention of the students that have to drive a long way from northern Colorado, and Jed did that for 9.5 months in snow and sleet and rain and so forth. So, good job, Jed. Well, she called me one of her new BFFs. I don't know what that means. That's a best friend for life. I don't know. I hope it is. Carrie Ann Lovely. Good job. Oh, Avery is our next graduate. Yes. Does anybody have a pair of tiny little headphones for Avery? What a beautiful name. Uh-oh, another sweetheart. Hardworking, what a superstar, Sherry Lutton. You are the best. Good job, Sherry. Tori Mason. Good job, Tori. Excellent work, man. All right.
I'd like to say one thing. I love all these guys. I love all you. And I love my family, especially that little baby girl right there.
There's certain students that once you meet them, you just know that they're going to be a success. And this guy, whether it was just producing a small little imaging liner or he was just excited about everything. And you know, there's the eye of the tiger, Eric Orozco. You rock and roll. You ought to hear Eric's stuff. He is a production god. We'll call him the prod god for short. He is the voice of both of our internet radio stations, by the way, so nice going, Eric.
He was the one at the first radio class that I taught. We started talking about production, which has always been where I've come from. And I started talking about what we can do here and do there. And I look out and, across the class, everybody's kind of taking it in. And I look over and I see Orozco sitting there going, the whole time. I'm like, yeah, I know this cat's going to be in the production.
Yeah. That was just because of the Starbucks that he just drank.
That's the copy.
That'd be full.
Another one that we would really appreciate pulling it out at the end, really proving that he can do it, Eric Pigeon. Good job, Eric. Excellent. Yeah. Eric's business card says, have headphones, will travel. So he's ready to go. Another one of our superstar Northern Colorado students, Keith Pollock. Well done. Well done. Excellent. So afterwards, don't get mixed up. Keith, his twin brother, is here, standing elbow there, so seeing double here. So, yeah, it's like, wow. And another special lady that really did a nice job, switched from one class to another and just turned it on strong. And one of the strongest performers, I think our instructors in television complimented this lady as far as her leadership skills in 30-minute newscasts. Sam Terrell. Good job, Sam.
I actually got to instruct Sam in both classes. She was in the previous class and then in this one here. And she took a little longer route than most students do getting through the course, but it was absolutely awesome. Great.
Wonderful. At this time, we'd like to hand out some special awards. We always talk in education about hard skills and soft skills. We have both, and soft skills are something from an educational standpoint that can't be measured as easy as a hard skill. A hard skill would be something, can they record onto Cool Edit or use this camera, can they turn it on, shoot video, measurable skills. But then some of the softer skills that are quite frankly more important are the teamwork ability, the devotion, punctuality, timeliness, team effort, attitude, whether or not our students are showing up for class, and another one is putting in extra internship hours. So we always like to give awards for those special efforts that our students have done. So this class has been the highest awarded class in my tenure here, and I believe one of the highest since we've been open. We usually only have one or two students, but you guys are great, every one of them. So we have several awards, one dealing with attendance, and there were 3 in this class that were awarded perfect attendance, which means 0 absences, 0 tardies. For 9.5 months, that's saying something, and we appreciate these students' efforts. Our first student of note is Mr. Earl Bickle. Good job, Earl. Perfect attendance, perfect attitude. If we gave an award for this, this guy is the poster child, Eric Orozco. Nice going. And perfect attendance. Perfect attendance for Sherry Lutton. Very nicely done. And 3 awards for exemplary internship hours. One of our graduates is not able to be with us today, so we'll just hand out 2 awards and save that award when he returns. How many hours do you think collectively, just a pop quiz for you, and I know you guys hate these pop quizzes, but how many hours would you guess that this class has done collectively?
2 million.
2 million? Little high. Little high.
Who's Bob Barker? Lower, higher.
Brandon, what do you think, Brandon? 19? That's a little high. Wow. Justin? 1,700. No, higher than that. Higher than that. Okay, somewhere in between there. You guys are, give me an A. Over 8,000 hours in the field this class is collectively done. So they all deserve a round of applause for that. And quite frankly, it was a horse race right at the end for students competing for the Golden Mike Award for the highest internship hours. So we're giving out 3 exemplary intern hours. 590 goes to Barbara Ditter. We'll mention too the exemplary internship hours for the student who's not with us today, Antoine Walker, with 584 hours. And our top intern with 616 hours is Earl Bickle. Good job, Earl. Nicely done. Good job. We always like to close our ceremony with a form that was written several years ago. I think this was written back in the 70s, and I remember getting a copy of this years ago, and we use it to close our ceremony, and it's written by a broadcaster, Charles Swindoll, and most of you have probably heard this, but it's an important reminder and a closer for you guys. It's the same word that we started with on 12/1/2009. I know it seems like just yesterday, but it was 12/1/2009 when you guys started, and here we are at the end of August 2010, and the same word applies to you, and that's attitude, written by Charles Swindoll. It says, "The longer I live, the more I realize the importance of attitude on life. Attitude to me is more important than facts. It is more important than the past, than education, than money, than circumstances, than failures, than successes, than what other people think or say or do. Attitude is more important than appearance, giftedness, or skill. It will make or break a company, a church, or a home. The remarkable thing is we have a choice every day regarding the attitude we will embrace for that day. We cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people will act in a certain way. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing that we can do is play on the one thing we have, and that is our attitude. I am convinced that life is 10% of what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. And so it is with you. We, or you graduates from 12/1, are in charge of your attitudes." That's Charles Swindoll. So again, we'd like to thank everybody for coming, family and friends. We have a reception in the building reserved for you today. Please make use of the facility. Take a spin around, have the graduates represented here today show you some of the studios and equipment that they've been working on. So we've reserved the building for you. So again, we thank you for your support for these graduates. Make yourself at home. And again, one final round of applause. Please stand. And turn. 12/1 days.